And welcome to the Trinity Grade 4 song from 2016 and 19 series, Wascha Mesa. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but what I do know is that it's from the author of the song. It was from his new methodology, tutor book really, on playing the lute. So a nice little study, but also a nice little song as well for us to play. The time signature, of course, is 2 beats in a bar with the Alabreve signature. So although we count 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got really 2 pulses on beats 1 and 3. If you're going to count it as like we're playing in 4/4, but really the pulse, as you can see, the minimum time signature there means that we're kind of playing 1, 2, 3, 4. So you only get 2 beats in the bar. The interesting part of the song, I guess there's many features within the song. There's a lot of imitation, so that's the different voices. There's 3 voices really, the lower voice, the higher voice, and you can see there's also a middle voice. Playing the melodies, like repeating the melodies, imitating them. That's kind of called sequencing. Some of the sequences are slightly different, the notes are different, so they're not real sequences, but they're a different type of sequence. We've got the development of the phrasing and ideas. There's quite a few repeats in here, but they develop as they go along. And really then the only other thing to look at is the key signature. There's no sharps or flats. However, the tonal centre of the song is D, like a D minor, so it's a mode really of C major. Perhaps if you want to be specific, the D Dorian, but not to worry, just imagine it's no sharps or flats unless indicated in the music, and the tonal centre is D. So straight away, let's have a look. I'm going to use thumb, I and A for the first chord. That's a D minor chord, D, F and A. And then I'm just going to revert perhaps just to walking IM fingers most of the time for the song. I'm not going to use MA on the top there. I'm going to use IMs. So counting through, we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, that's our first bar. And then perhaps the most important bar, I think, to try and conquer straight away in the piece. It's quite awkward, but we'll get there. So we have a C, a G and an E. It's like a C major chord. But then we've got an F sharp, but I'm going to make sure that I hold my C bass. I'm going to slightly alter the fingerings. I am going to do thumb IA, thumb for the F sharp, index for that G, thumb, index, then middle finger now for me, not what's written down, for the A. Okay, so let's try that. So thumb, index, middle. Okay, and that allows me to play I and A again for the next chord. So putting... And you can see that the main thing for me was to keep that C bass down, ringing through. The next bar, bit of a variation on what we've had before. C sharp, fret 2 now. Next bar, bar 4. Finishing off with an A major chord there. Very important that you learn the fingerings and learn those bars 1 to 4, because they are going to repeat and variations of them are going to come along. So the bar 2, very important to learn that one. Let's have a little play and see what that sounds like now. The next 2 bars of the song are just a repeat of what we've had before. with a slightly different ending, taking us to the bar of end of bar 8. So let's have a look at these two bars as our motif bars, the start bars again. Now the change, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, let's just go through those. Bar 7, a little bit more detail. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So I hope that part of the song establishes really the fundamental basis of the song, and what we'll do now is we'll look at the next little part of the song. I'll just play this through. Okay, so what we've got here is finger 1 on a D, and finger 4 on a high A. So third position for finger 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then of course we've got our repeat bars. Slight change now, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and finger 4 goes back up to high A, 1, 2